Panama City, Florida. Early December. We're here in the aftermath of Hurricane Michael, and we're gonna go and inspect the interior of this property here. It's a barrel S tile. Looks like the tile roof is shattered, so I would expect that the interior is saturated with water, because drywall cannot withstand rain. And that tarp job right there, speechless. It's disgusting. It's pathetic. It's ridiculous. It's incompetent. Hope it wasn't my client who did that. Because if it was, I'm going to stand him in the corner for that. But anyway, this property needs to be inspected, every room, closet, and hallway. So we're going to do that first. We're going to see if we can get some access to that attic. And then we're going to come back around and inspect the front elevation, the right elevation, the rear elevation, the left elevation, any other structures, that whether attached or unattached. And then we'll get the drone out and fly it up closer and have a closer look at that roof and get an overview of the overall property. And then we'll get on out of here. So let's go grind. It's really pretty pathetic and ridiculous as to how many items they've missed. So it's up to us to keep the insurance company honest and document all of the accurate damages and put it into an Xactimate estimate that's actually accurate and one that will withstand the scrutiny of insurance company review. See, this is the kind of thing that I've been talking about recently, is that whenever a water spot like here is touching the wall, or really if it's close to the wall, you know, we're removing and replacing the drywall, right? Well, when you take out that piece of drywall right there, essentially what's going to happen is it's going to peel away the paint from the wall. So now the wall becomes damaged, i.e. right here. You can see where this piece of drywall has already been taken out. You can see along here, and this is exactly what happens. The paint gets peeled. It's just natural. So that's why I say anytime a water spot is touching the wall, or essentially if it's even close to the wall, then you should also go ahead and factor in for painting the wall. Not just one wall, but all the walls in the room wherever it leads in a continuous run. In this case, at every closet, obviously, it would stop. But, you know, you would go all the way inside the window here, around the window sills, and then you would stop right here where the room stops. But if there was no stopping point here, and there was no doorway here, and it just kept going on, then you would just continue on to wherever it went. And so, because now we're doing the walls, then you also have to remember to detach and reset blinds, all of them here, right? And then any shelving that might be in position. There might be mirrors, right? When you come in here to the bathroom, because it looks like in the bathroom we have a similar situation. We have water stains to the ceiling where it lines up against the wall, and so we have to paint the walls. And we also have to mask and tape along the baseboard for painting the walls, right? In the case of the bathroom, we have to detach and reset the mirror, detach and reset the towel bars, detach and reset the toilet paper holder, and in some cases, probably somewhere in this bedroom, is detach and reset, yep, there it is, detach and reset the door stop. Mic drop.